Feet on the dirt, get in tune with the planet. Eat from the earth, get in tune with the planet. Take from the earth and don't get back, you bend it.
Get back your dirt, ayy.
What if I told you that money go vanish? Loving the earth and don't take it for granted. Don't like a natural, we need your organic.
Nigga, we hurt, ayy.
What if I told you that money go poof? Chasing that dollar, she don't fuck with you. Don't be an animal stuck in the zoo. Hop with them boxes just like kangaroo. Get out them boxes, come back to the tropics. You know that's the topic, your area toxic. Focus on logic, will come out the faucet. Chlorine and narcotics, they got you hypnotic. You
Clean cut, fresh suit. They program your mind and they put you in school. More or less, we messed up. It's time to be the change and make this shit cool. Original man know I come from the dirt. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. Made it to the kingdom, put in the work. If you wanna stay woke, go connect to the earth.
Feet on the dirt, get in tune with the planet.
Carbonation TV.
What are your thoughts on pain pills? I am prescribed them. What so they do to the body? Well, pain pills only silence the receptors in your mind that's telling you that there's a problem. That's what they do. They just turn off, they numb the receptors. They turn off those receptors in your mind and your brain and your system that tells you that something is wrong. So you should stop taking those. And they destroy your liver and your kidneys, and you should probably stop taking those. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we back. Let's get it. Yo, isn't this beautiful? I can't get enough. Look at that. Look at this. They numb the neurons. Facts. Yo, I love this house that I have because it's eco-friendly. Like, we have a septic tank, right? And the septic tank, we can use the toilets. We use the toilets. We flush the toilets. But the septic tank, because we're not connected to no plumbing system because we live so far away from everything. But the septic tank is basically, it's over here. Let me show you. The septic tank to the house is dope. I don't know if y'all got a septic tank, but basically, you see it's fruit all on the ground. It's crazy. All right, so this is the septic tank right here, right? And this is the bush. All right, you got bamboo right here. You got this beautiful plant. I don't even know what this plant is called. I was so blessed to manifest this place. The universe, helped me find it, and just me being on the right track and staying focused and going through everything. Man, they kicked me out of Belize to find this place. Did you know that? But anyway, let me explain this to you. So this is a septic tank, right? Now, what this septic tank does is basically it's like modern day sewage, right? Sewage. So basically, when we flush our toilets, all of our pot goes into the septic tank. Now the septic tank breaks it all down and puts it back into the earth. So all of the vegetation that you see it sends it back out into the earth. Isn't that cool? It's like part of the jungle. It breaks it down and then sends it out into the earth. Isn't that cool? I thought that was dope. But yeah, man. No, it doesn't smell. No, sometimes you could smell it a little bit. You know what I mean? You could smell it a little bit, but it's because we don't eat meat, we don't eat death. It's not like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But you do smell it sometimes. Like if it's raining, you'll smell it. But we don't eat nothing. I could imagine if we ate some shit that was nasty, and when they had that out there, yeah, it would be terrible. I could imagine. But because we don't eat anything that, you know what I'm saying, that is defecating to the body, it don't come out stinking. So, you know what I'm saying? That was a cool part because we had that big problem literally, we got kicked out of Belize for dropping a pot on the ground. The whole country of Belize kicked us out. Like, we are banned from Belize. Carbonation, Nature Boy is banned from Belize for giving his pot back to the earth, for pooping on the ground. I cannot go into Belize right now because I was pooping on the ground. Facts. Yo, I want you to think about that for a minute. I am not allowed in the whole country because I dropped my pot on the ground. They might as well kick out all the dogs. You know what thing made me laugh though? Yo, you want to hear something funny that made me laugh? Yo, you want to hear something so funny that made me laugh, Reflections, and my journey is that I'm sitting here at the border, right? At the border of like Belize and like Mexico, right? And I'm filling out my papers to get across to this line that they created, this fake ass line they created, right? And the funniest shit ever, like the universe be making me laugh for no reason. Like I'll be cracking the fuck up when I'm not on this planet. Cause shit be funny to me. Like so we all filling out paperwork, right? And there's these dogs that are just crossing over the border. These dogs are just walking freely back and forth across the border. I'm like, yo, this dog don't got a passport, yo. Yo, how the dog get the pass, man? This dog don't got a passport. It was crazy because all kind of animals. Like, it was animals. It wasn't just a dog, like cats and shit. Like, and it was just passing over this border, like, freely. Like, it was going into Mexico, out of Mexico. But they don't know about no lines, but they just go. I'm like, yo, these dogs ain't got no passports, man. What's up? When we going to give these dogs some passports, man? And they banned us from pooping on the ground. But everything in nature poops on the ground. I mean, everything. The butterfly, the bee, peas, the fucking birds poop on the ground. Everything poops on the ground. But humans, oh no. You can't poop on the ground. You're going to get kicked out the country because you pooped on the ground. I want you to think about the world we live in, dog. I want you to think about this shit. Name me one thing in nature. This is why I hate the society, and I'm so glad that they kicked me out. Because they kicked me out into this beautiful house. It's like the universe kicked me out. When Belize kicked us out, and guess what? So we was like, yo, we about to be dropping the pot all over here, right? And then they was like, they have septic tank. I'm like, what is a septic tank? Like, I was trying to figure out what the fuck you mean a septic tank. I'm about to drop this pot. And they got in this beautiful home that we in now, you can poop in the toilet. Because the toilet flushes it into the septic tank, which flushes it out into nature. It breaks it down out into nature. So the vegetation grows from your pot and everything. So it's eco-friendly. And I was like, all right, cool. Because we done fucked around and got kicked out of here too. Shit. Cause nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'll be kicked out of the world completely. Bitch, how many countries can I get kicked out of? Shit. Right. Nah, that's real. When people do eat the wrong food, it is a hazard. It is. And I agree with that. It's just hard to figure out who's doing it and who's not. So I can understand it on all levels. I can understand why people be like, don't poop on the ground, because it can be E. coli in it. It could be like disease in it because they're eating the wrong food, right? I get it. Like, don't think I'm stupid. But you know, what I'm saying is I'm coming from a pure state of thinking, right? If we eat what we're supposed to eat, human beings, like all of nature eats what it's supposed to eat. And if we just eat what we're supposed to eat, then that should not be a problem. You know what I'm saying? It should just not be a problem. Here's the most crazy thing. You know what's more crazier than anything to me in life? Here's the most craziest thing for me in my life. What, right? We will take our dogs on a walk to poop on the ground. It's like the dogs is like, yo, y'all niggas is dumb. I need to go for a walk. So you think you're walking the dog and the dog is like the universe trying to show you. All of y'all that got dogs, you watch your dog. Your dog goes out in nature. It sniffs around. It poops. It'll even wipe his butt on the ground and then fucking walk off. But come on, bruh. I want you to really think about that for a minute. The dog will, you walk your dog like, yeah, I'm about to walk my dog real quick. The dog is walking your ass, silly. You're not walking the dog. The dog is smart. It understands nature and it knows just what to do. It knows where to sniff a tree and motherfucking pee right there, mark its territory and everything. We so fucking stupid, yo. The dog will sit right there and poop. You'll go to a zoo and you'll see animals having sex right in front of you. They don't, not shame or nothing. Right in front of them, everything. But we hide and go have sex and shit. The shit is stupid. Even to watch sex, you got to be 18 or older. Here's another thing that doesn't make any sense. You could go on YouTube and watch lions have sex. Like it's nothing. You could watch monkeys have sex. Like it's nothing. But take the fur off the monkey? Humans? Oh no, you cannot put pornography or fucking on YouTube. Can't do that. Gotta go to a secret website. Secret side. Hide it. And if you watch two humans having sex, bad. Shame on you. Shame on you. Two humans having sex? You like watching porn? Ah, shame on you. You like watching humans have sex. Shame on you. But we could go watch zebras have sex. Horses have sex. Gorillas, everybody has sex in nature. But two humans? Oh, no. No. Humans can't have sex. You see what I'm saying? This is how stupid people are like, oh, I have a porn addiction. What? Oh, I'm sorry. You like watching humans have sex? You're intrigued by human sexuality? I'm sorry. Is there something wrong with that? You know, it is just, I never could fit in. I could not. It's why when y'all talk about me online, I'm like laughing and shit because I'm like, yo, I never want to be a part of a stupid people like you. I don't look at life the way these people look at life. And when the people making fun of me, I'll be looking at them like, I feel sorry for you. You laughing at me, I'm laughing at you. I'm with nature. You know, I'm with this tree. I'm with everything in nature. You can laugh at me. Like, I feel like I'm right, like, about things. Like, you could laugh at me. You can make fun of me. You could be like, yo, he did this. He did that. He's homosexual. Look, man, I'm banned in 4 countries. I'm banned in 4 countries for being human. 4. What is it? 1, 2, 3. I'm banned in Costa Rica. I'm definitely banned in the United States. I'm never going back to the United States. Banned in the States, banned in Costa Rica, banned in Belize, banned in it was like I don't know. Maybe 3, 4 countries I'm banned in it. I'm probably banned in other countries that I don't even fucking know about. It's you coming like, I remember the whole country used to know I was coming to their country and they'd be like, no. And they knew I was coming and they'd be like, no. A whole country, yo. A whole country was like, get the fuck out, you fucking human. Like, yo, word. So the universe really looked out for us here because, you know, the septic tank just breaks everything down and puts it in the earth for us. And that was dope. That was dope. Look it up on YouTube, septic tanks. That was a pretty cool creation. I still like the old fashioned way myself. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. But you know, what happened in the U.S.? Oh, I'm banned from the U.S. I can't go back to the U.S., man. Come on. I'm banned from the black conscious community. I'm banned from a lot of shit, man. I'm banned on Facebook right now. Shit, I'm the banned man. Facebook banned me. Shit, like I'm out here representing. I'm out here, carrying my unk. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here bearing my unk, man. I've been to war with these people, man, with whole countries. Facts. I've been bearing my cross a long time. People crucifying me in the communities, like white people done crucified me, black people done crucified me, goddamn. I don't know who else crucifying me online. Like, I don't know who, but I'm bearing my unk like I'm supposed to. I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of what I'm very proud of me and what I've been, what everything that people bring up about me is stuff they need to work on within themselves deeply. If you think about it, anything somebody has to say about me is something that they need to work in within themselves. And so they're convicted by anything about me. So all I do is play as an instrument to show them how low vibrational they are. You know what I'm saying? I'm the bad man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I banned myself from the U.S. I banned myself. I'm not allowed in the U.S. I just did that on my own. I'm just not allowed there myself. I banned myself from the U.S. And if I was you, I would ban myself from the U.S. If you had any kind of sense, man. Every one of you are perfect. No one is flawless, you mean? Nah, how could I let somebody get to me that poops in toilets and then uses the same water that they poop in to take a shower in? See, my shower water comes straight from the spring. It comes from the mountain. We have fresh water around us. My pool water is mountain water. Like, I don't even swim in chlorine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got fruit all around me. I live in a fruit garden. I'm blessed. Like, what are you talking about? I got everything that you got plus more. I got fresh oxygen. Like, niggas is showing off they bands with money and shit. I'm like, yo, I'm showing off nature, nigga. Like, I'm proud of nature. I'm like, yo, look how much oxygen I got over here, yo. What? You know how much oxygen I'm getting from this tree right here, nigga? Like, what? Nigga, you ain't got, I'm over here bragging about my lifestyle, nigga. Like, I know you like this lifestyle we're living. You know what I'm saying? You heard my song, dog. Come on, man. I'm over here talking about life and how beautiful life is, man. Come on, man. I'm bragging about this plant right here that I'm able to communicate with. Clean oxygen, nigga. No chemtrails, no airlines. Look at my skies. They clean. It's about to be a rain cloud right there. I could take a shower outside, nigga. Come on, I'm dirty, nigga. I'm out in nature, nigga. I'm dirty. You right, I'm dirty. I'm dirt. I'm the dirt, nigga. I'm dirt McGirt, nigga. I'm dirt. I want to be on the dirt. I want to just bury me in dirt. I'm dirty as hell, nigga. Y'all niggas be clean. I want to be dirty. I'm on some other shit. Like, niggas ain't on my shit. Like, I'm different, yo. I'm just different. I love it. I'm different, you know? It ain't nothing against nobody else. I'm just different. Like, niggas will put a whole stack of cash to their face and be flaunting their money and stunting their money off. And, man, listen, man. You know what I mean? Listen, man. Listen, man. I'm different, man. I'm different, man. I gotta be in the jungle, baby. What you talking about, man? Dirt McGirt, baby. I'm dirty, nigga. Little dirty ass. Nigga say I live like a monkey. Thank you. Yo, he made a song. The nigga made a song said, you living like animals. You living like some monkeys. Living like some monkeys. I was like, yo, thank you. Like, that shit was crazy. Niggas say I'm gay like that's a bad thing. Like, yo, don't you realize your whole society is ruled by gay people with white people? You're like, yo, he loved the white man. He's gay. I'm like, yo, you saying that like that's a bad thing. Like, gay people run your whole world. Nigga, like, what are you talking about? Like, good looking. You know what I mean? Gay people come to bring balance upon the earth. Like, between the sexes, they're very talented. They're very beautiful people. Like how the fuck you gonna call me gay in a bad way? Like, and I'm supposed to feel bad about that? Like, okay, I'm gay and And I'm a gay man with a wife. And I'm gay. I'm very gay. I'm very happy. I'm like, you know, okay, I'm homosexual, so. And you said that like that was a bad thing. You guys love white people and gay people. Like, you love them because that's what the whole culture that you got is made off of that. Like, with. How you gonna slick hate something? You gonna hate it, you gotta leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? All y'all producers, all the movies that you got, all that little fashion shit you got, that's all gay people. They run that whole fucking world. They run your whole world. White people and gay people, people that you hate, run your whole world. That's the crazy part about it. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no such thing as white people, but they call them white people. So we gotta talk in their context. So, yeah, you know. So y'all called me like a monkey. You called me, all these compliments, gay. I'm like, yo, gay is the shit, nigga. Like, what is you talking about? Like, yeah. Homosexual people have high IQs. Those people are smart. Like, you're talking about the people that run your world, that you have no choice but fuck with, regardless how much you talk about them. Yeah, you hate white people, but white people run your world. You love those tight jeans. Right. You love those tight little jeans. You love the culture. The culture's built, the essence of your culture, all the ideas, all the fashion, all the art, everything that you get come from the mind of homosexual people because that's what they have talents for. All the movies, all the music videos, all the good music that you love, gay. Gay. Yeah. Most creative people on the planet. And you're going to say, that's what I am? And I'm supposed to be like feeling bad about that? Okay. I don't get people. I'm different. Babe, I'm different, babe. I don't get people. Like, I don't understand, like, why they tripping. Why you tripping? So? Well, I'm gay. So what you got against gay people? Damn. Damn. I'm a monkey. I'm dirty. Like, so? So what? I'm a child molester with no kids around me for years. So? This thing is a pedophile with no children around. The fuck? Shit is weird, man. So I definitely banned myself from that community because I went on the platform of their community and killed myself in front of them just because I wanted to ban myself. Like, yo, now we're going to be doing mad downloads and, you know what I'm saying? I got my own community. I created my own community. You see? All my own community. We got our own community. You feel me? And we actually we have unity though. In our community, there's unity. Man, I'm everything, man. I'm bisexual, I'm homosexual, I'm heterosexual, I'm all three, man. I'm everything, bro. Like, you can't put me in a box. Like, stop trying to put me in a box. I'm a spiral. You know what I'm saying? I'm bent like that, man. I'm a spiral. You can't put me in no box. Chill, son. I'm everything. Somebody come kidnap me as a teacher, like, yo, you better come meet up with me. That's if I fuck with you. I gotta fuck with you. Like, we can't, I ain't letting anybody in my life unless I could utilize you. I gotta be able to use you for something as far as the message goes. The only thing that matters to me is getting out this message. I just like musicians and artists, people that have art skills and, you know, stuff like that. I just want people in my camp around me that I could use. And they could use me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be useful. I want to be useful by you, and I want you to use me. Now I'm gonna do the charts probably tomorrow. Somebody said they trying to visit. Now, why would I take a visitor? Yo, let me tell you what you sound like by saying you trying to visit. if I'm in jail, right? I'm in prison. And I'm talking about I want to visit my home. I want to visit my home. I'm in jail and I want to visit my home. You said you could draw like what? Like can you draw really good? If only you knew you was in jail. If only you knew you was in hell, you would never want to visit heaven. You would never want to visit heaven. You would just like want to be there. How do you go about finding a woman nowadays? You don't. Stop trying to find a woman and just be yourself. And women will come to you. That's what's wrong with y'all. Like, you got to stop looking for something and just be you and let everything come to you. See, the universe is ruled by magnetism. I might need that. Hold that because it might stop. It's just a rain cloud. I'm still going to do the download out there. Yeah, leave it out there. The universe is ruled by magnetism, which is the law of attraction. So if you are a magnet being, in the center of your blood is iron. And so everything is attracting to you. Everything that you have in your life right now, you attracted to you. So you don't have to go far to find a woman. A woman will find your ass. Trust me. I live all the way in the middle of nowhere, and these motherfuckers keep popping up. Like, you see, they find me, goddamn. They be on the way. I be having to tell a woman no. Like, I be telling women no, like, fall back. Like, because it's not about, it's just, I'm just being me. I'm not looking for no woman. Like, I'm not looking for that. Like, because I'm not looking for it. If it's for me, it comes to me. Women naturally attract to you. You know, a man too. If you just, you know, express yourself, get on your social media, network, talk. Some of you guys are so hidden and you don't talk enough. You're not social enough. And so, you know, it takes forever for you to find something you like. Like, I'm a very social person. And, you know, just being yourself, you find a person for you. You're really looking for somebody that thinks just like you, but so you got to be yourself completely. If you be yourself completely, especially with the internet, that's the dopest part of the internet, right? You can get on your social media and express yourself freely and be who you are 100% authentically. And the whole world can hate you, but if 10 people fuck with you, you found your people. Who gives a fuck about what the rest of the world? Fuck them niggas. You know what I mean? You got your girl? Shit, who gives a fuck about what the rest of the people think? Fuck them. We out of here. Is this that hoe, Nature Boy? Yes, that's me. That's me. That's me. Don't be coming for Umar. I can't come for Umar, man. What you talking about? What you talking about, B? Don't be coming for Umar. Who are you? Umar's chick? You Umar female? You Umar attorney or something? Don't be coming for Umar? I don't come for nobody. I'm on my social media, minding my business. Where are you at? Where are you at? Shout out to King Noble in the building. I thought that was my friend. He turned on me. A lot of people just turned on me, man. I guess it was an easy strike, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, people just turned on me, and he was one of the people that turned on me. But that's okay. I forgive you, brother. Maybe you forget. Maybe you thinking different now. I don't know. You know. You know, he turned on me and did videos against me. At one time, he said I was the thing that black people was looking for. I was their savior. And the next thing you know, he's making videos about something else, and he knows me personally. Here's the thing: I'm from a different cut era. If I know you, shout out to this chicken chilling while it's raining under the bush. If I know you and I got a problem with you, I'm not gonna make a video about you. Like, cause I'm gonna go to you, I'm gonna talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know you personally, I'm not gonna make a video about you. I'm gonna call you. Like, Daylight know me personally, so for him to make a video was like real. It was real 2018-ish. It was real Babylon-ish, you know, for him to. But that's who he is, and that's what it is. So foolish of me to think that he was different than that. But I know you personally. Why make a video about me? Why not come talk to me? Like you said in the video, you had access to me. Why not come talk to me? If me and you know each other personally, why are you making videos about me? Why would you not just... And if we're going to make a video about each other, like, I feel like if I know you, I'm not going to act like I don't know you and make videos about you. I'm not going to do... I think that's fake and phony, so I don't know. But that's what King Noble did to me. I didn't think that was noble of him. You know, even if you disagree with me, if I know you, once I know you, I can't do a video about you like I don't know you personally. If me and you kick it, right? I'm from a different era. If me and you kick it, I'm not going just because I want to get views or have my opinion about something. I'm not going to do that because I know you. I know you personally, bro. That's different. That's you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to troll, period, unless I got something positive to say about something, and that's that. And then if I got an opposing view and I know you, shit, let's make it a thing. Let's go live together. Let's talk about our differences together. But first, I'm going to call you and be like, bro, I don't agree with that homosexual shit. And I was like, I do. Like, I feel like it's this and that. But it's all love because we're friends because I knew you. So I would call me and be like, I don't agree with that, but I like to talk to you publicly and then talk about my views and your views, and we can agree to disagree and keep it moving. But that's not the era we live in now. The era we live in now is hop on the newest trend, you know? Hop on the newest trend or whatever is popping right now. Let's make a video about it real quick. I didn't respect that. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect that, man. I'm not old. I'm not old at all. I never was old. I might say, how old are you? I never was old. So, yeah, I'm from a different era. We ain't do that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. We were different, you know? I'm from an era when you had a problem with somebody, you addressed to them straight up. Now, we could do this online, and I think that would be some nice views, like, you know what I'm saying, and do it online. You know, I'm going to give my opinion about somebody I know personally online in front of everybody. Oh, man, think about that, man. That ain't honorable. That's not moral. That's not print. Come on, man. Cause you know this person, yo. You know him. Then you come in my room today, like, and not even apologize about that shit. Like, the movement, like, and that's okay. Then it's black supremacy, just black supremacy. Just come up in the room, black supremacy. Like, that didn't happen. Like, you're not going to apologize. You're not going to reach out to me and say, yo, man, you know, I made a video on what you said about homosexuality, and I didn't agree with that. But you know me. You got my WhatsApp. You got my inbox. You could have been like, yo, bro, let's go live about this. Like, I don't agree with that. Like, be a man. Like, come straight at me. But, you know, you want to be a troll. You just want to join the bandwagon. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll tell you to your face. I'm just real like that, you know what I'm saying? So Daylight, he knows me. Daylight actually hit me first before he made a response video, and I was like, and I called him. He said, I'm gonna call you right back. Never called me back. Then he made that video, and I was like, that was weird to me because me and him talked on a regular basis at one point. So I was like, that was weird. Like, if you know somebody, how you gonna make a video like you don't know me no more? Like, that's not friendly. That's fucked up. That's not even moral. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how I am, bro. This shit crazy, man. That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in the room? Nah, don't say fuck Daylight, man. Just fuck what he did. Don't say fuck him. Say fuck what he did. You know, what he did was fucked up and immoral. But don't say fuck him because people could change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never say fuck King Noble or fuck people that do fuck anybody. Nah, man. You got a question for me.
Yo, peace reflection.
Peace reflection.
Yo, man. It's a question, but it's not a question. You feel me? I gotta...
Yeah. What's your name? Where you from, man? Got bad internet, though. He said Day is gay too. Like, you said gay too, like I like it though. Fuck it. I'm gonna accept it. I ain't gonna fight that. Fuck it. King Noble, you got a question from me? What's up? What's up, Noble? Like, I'm right here, man. I'm gonna invite you to the room. Let's make it a thing. You know, we both men. That's what I don't understand about the internet age, man. Why can't we be men? There we go. Peace reflection. You in the jungle too? My boy always in the jungle.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
What's good with you?
You heard me. I was telling you how I felt about how you hurt my feelings, man, when you went online instead of coming to me to talk about me. Because I always felt like me.
It wasn't about you.
Buddy.
It's not about you. It's about the facts. Absolutely.
But it still was about something that I said. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question to ask you. You realize you're a God and you create. I don't apologize for coming with the facts.
No. I'm not saying that you didn't come with some facts. I'm not saying you don't have an opinion. I'm saying, are you gonna apologize on how you went about doing that? Like, you know, me and you know each other personally. Why not come to me and do one of these, right? Where you like, yo, I disagree, right? And state some facts, right? And let's sit here and agree to disagree rather than do a video about me without even, you know what I mean? Like, hitting me up first. Like, yo, I'm getting enough slack out here. You know what I mean? So, shit, I'm thinking you my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think friends do that.
Iron sharpen iron, though, man. If you an intellectual warrior, man. Because it wasn't a personal attack. We just dealing with the information as far as nature and homosexuality.
Yeah, we could have.
It's like two scientists. I just put my thesis online. That's all it was.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that was an immoral thing to do. It wasn't my ought to do. It wasn't cool to do. Do you think that was cool to do?
That it was not cool to offer a different or alternative view from you on homosexuality?
I never said nothing
immoral?
about your view. I never said nothing about your view. Are you going to go around? See, now you're not acting like an intellectual. I never said anything about your view. I just said one thing about it, and I said one thing. That one thing I said was how you went about doing it, is what I'm saying. Was that cool?
How I went about it is I showed that I didn't agree with your position on homosexuality. How else do you go about that?
So you gonna act like you don't understand what I'm saying?
I mean, you did a video saying that you don't agree with, you know, me talking about nature and as far as black supremacy is concerned. I don't take that personal. You had a right to your opinion.
No, I never done a video when I was in contact about you. When me and you got contact personally, when we was on the phone personally, I always bigged you up online. I never. Now, first of all, here's the thing. When I first heard you send a missile to me, remember when you first sent that first missile to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't even make no return video because I'm not that kind of person, right? Because if you say something about me in real life, like I'm not the type of person that'll go third party to deal with my situation. I always go straight to the person, like, yo, my nigga, you got a problem with me? Like, I'm not that kind of person. I'm from a different era. So I didn't know how to make a video back. I think that takes too much energy, like to make a video and wait for your response and all that. I want to come directly to you. And so that's what I did. I came directly to you. We talked on the phone. Then we went online, right? Once we established ourselves as intelligent beings as we were, I'm thinking me and you is cool. So, you know, we hit each other up constantly throughout the whole thing of me going through whatever I was going through. And then all of a sudden, I said something about homosexuality, and you like, yeah, Nature Boy, King Noble addresses Nature Boy homosexuality. I'm like, why you ain't just come to me like, yo, my nigga, I don't agree with that. Like, let's have a build about it. Let me hit you with some facts.
To not agree with someone intellectually, you don't have to come to them to argue their facts or to argue the points. Because it's not, I don't have nothing personal against you.
No, if you
not necessarily.
If friend, why you don't understand what I'm saying, Noble? That's not noble of you, bro.
Because when it comes to facts, you can be objective. It's not personal.
Oh my God!
It's not personal, man.
I'm not talking about the facts. I'm not talking about the facts. I'm talking about how you went about doing it. Why don't you understand what I'm saying to you, brother?
You had a problem with me debating the points that you made online.
No.
I have a problem with you debating the points outside of me being there. You don't talk about people when they're not there to defend themselves.
I didn't say nothing about you. I talked about the points that you made.
Okay, you said something about my point I made without me there defending myself. You know me personally. You could have did what we're doing right now. That's what I'm saying. Like facts. You could have came to me definitely personally instead of
I did that to address. I did that to address the conscious scientific community. It wasn't even about you.
We could have did it together. Look, bro, what I'm telling you is that we got to.
We can do it right now.
We are doing it right now. I think that this is more constructive than you making a video. I think this is more effective than you making a video without my response to it. Like I wasn't there to give my opinion about it, or I don't like going on videos and responding to you through a video on my page and you respond to me through a video on your page. That shit is crazy. Why don't we just talk to each other? That shit is crazy.
Because we can be objective too. We shouldn't let our personal relationship cloud our objective view of facts.
Yo, I never said, you keep going back to what you said, brother. I'm saying how you did it was wrong. And that's what, I don't know why.
If you make certain points, you should expect people to have a different opinion than you.
People that don't know.
And you should welcome that. You should welcome that for anybody.
No, if you can't understand this, like for real, you showing yourself to be a bad character. What I'm saying is people that don't understand me, fine. If you don't understand, if you don't know me personally, that's one thing. But if you know me personally, you're supposed to come to me like, yo, my man, like what's going on? Like, what's up? Like, talk to me. I'm trying to understand because I know you, and I don't want to go out here. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ways you do things, man. Like, as men, it's the way we do things. And as people, as just human people, come on, man. You hurt my feelings.
Right.
Man. You hurt my feelings.
You got to get out your feelings, man.
I did. I got out of them. I rationalized it, but it still hurt me because I wanted to be your friend. I wanted to be friends, bro. But I don't think that was friendly of you. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, you took it personal. It was not a personal attack on you. I mean, you seem very solid in the points that you made. You seem very solid in the points that you made. So I accepted that as your points. No, and I went at those points.
That's not how it works, though. That's not noble, King. King, that's not noble. You can't be like that, King. I hope you don't think like that in life because that's not noble. That's these young niggas out here. These young dumb niggas don't know how to move with morals. They don't know how to move like a king and noble. They don't know how to move like when you know somebody. You don't do that. I'm not from that era. You got to come to me.
But it's interesting though that you have a monopoly on the definition of a king or morals or characters. We all have a lot to learn, and you have to be objective at times.
Okay, you're right.
I think people would respect whenever I come out and have defended you because they know that my defense is not cited. I follow your message because there's truth in your message and you have truth. But it's not a blind following. So I think the fact that I even express a different viewpoint than you on certain subjects would show my sincerity on the subjects that I do agree with you on. And I do that publicly as well.
I appreciate your sincerity, man. I just saying you go on about it the wrong way. I feel like I'm cut from a different cloth. Like if I know somebody personally and they say something out the way that I don't agree with, I would rather come to their face and do one of these, what we doing right now, and disagree with them right in their face, rather than do a video about them behind their back. Like
if it was a disagreement with you, then I think you're correct. But it's a disagreement with points that you made.
So
I don't have a disagreement with you.
Okay.
Not necessarily. Because your position is your position, but your points can be weak if you're trying to persuade another over to your ideals.
Why not come to me and allow me to argue my points as an intellectual?
I think you can do that on your own. You have your own social media.
Yeah, but you know me though.
But when it comes to this information, it's swords. When it comes to this information and it comes to this truth, we pulling out our swords, man.
No. Listen. If you my mans, like me and you talking on the phone, like we cool one day, like me and you, we cool on the phone, like yo, how is it okay later, while I'm getting attacked by the whole world for some homosexual shit, how is it okay, as you supposed to be my friend, to go do a video and put, you see what I'm saying? The shit you put, like Nature Boy name on there, and I see Nature Boy exposed, and I see all these videos exposed, and then I see you in that group. That shit hurt my heart, because I'm like, damn.
I just said, well, I disagree with you on homosexuality, and I've argued those arguments before. I disagree with others who've made those same arguments. It's not even personal. You was an opportunity for me to express my disagreement with those set of arguments.
Oh man, I guess there is no morale there. I can't explain it. I don't know if anybody understands what I'm saying at all, but that shit crazy, bro.
It's like you want to use your personal rapport. You want to use your personal rapport to cover up the facts.
Let me tell you something. Let me say something. No, stop with the personal thing, because everything is personal. Stop it. I hate that unemotional, detached, unpersonal. My nigga, everything we do is personal. If I'm talking to you, me and you, we affect each other. Everything you say something about what I said is personal, especially if I know you personally. Why you trying to?
That's if you take it personal, man.
We're not connected. We connected. Everything is connected. It's personal, especially if I know you. Now, I don't take it personal for somebody that don't know me personally. But if you know me personally, I take it personal.
You still a politician, or you have your own agenda. You still a politician. You have your own agenda.
I'm a human.
And a politician. You have a political agenda.
Right, and even if I do have a, even if I do have a political,
I can debate you, and I can debate your political viewpoints, especially when it comes to social ideas like homosexuality.
All right, cool. So my ideas about homosexuality, you might have disagreed with, but how you went about it disagreeing with was wrong, and it was immoral and not noble. I'm just saying it wasn't noble.
I was disagreeing wrong. If I didn't condemn you, or I didn't condescend you, or
okay to disagree, yo, noble, yo, you wildin', my nigga, like
to see your character, or did I disrespect you in anything that I said?
It was. You act like you didn't even know me. You just act like you have something.
I think your internet messing up. I think your internet messing up a little bit.
Yeah, I know it's messing up. Yo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, so all I'm saying is how you went about doing that hurt my feelings. And I didn't like that. I didn't like how you went about doing that, because it was immoral. Because we know each other personally. I'm not going to repeat that no more. You say that you felt like that was okay, like that was moral and noble to do, fine. I don't agree. I agree to disagree that the way you went about doing it was right, all right? And I'm a different kind of dude. I don't do things like that. If I got a problem with somebody that I know, I address them personally. If we want to do it online, we could, you know me, I'm always for letting people, you know what I'm saying? We could have went online and did it.
You have publicly disagreed with me on certain topics as well. I didn't take it personal.
No, I haven't. Listen.
You have. You did a video where you said nature, that I said that nature cannot protect you or something like that. And you said that it can.
Yeah, you know, no. But listen, the video wasn't about what I probably said. Listen, what I'm saying is this. If I'm in if the video is about you, if I put King Noble, find me a video in my archive that say my opinion about King Noble. No, you will always find a video with me and King Noble on the video talking. You'll never find a video with me like, yo, my feelings about.
Because you vlog differently. You vlog differently from me. You'll do like a 4-hour live stream. And I vlog differently from you. I'm more direct with how I vlog. You do 3-4 hour talks, and you can just hit everything and everybody.
No.
You do live stream drive-bys. I'm an assassin. I'm a video assassin. I'm an intellectual assassin. You do live stream drive-by shootings.
Are we? No. Come on, man. See, that's come on, no. But you know what I'm talking about. You done did a lot of videos about me without you even calling me lately. Like yo, for real, you did a lot of videos about me. I don't talk about you like that, yo. I don't talk about nobody personally, because at the end of the day, unless I want to address that person personally, like, especially if I know them personally, I'll reach out to them, like, yo, what's your problem? Like, you know what I mean?
If you present yourself as a public figure in the way that you are, and you stand on certain political issues, you could expect to be targeted specifically to shed light on the issues that you represent. You would have to expect that, man. That comes with the territory.
I don't even know if we, hey, yo, tell them to reset it then, because I don't even know if we online right now. How am I talking to you right now? This is crazy.
I can see you.
I can see you too. We don't even have no internet connection, but we still on. This is bananas. This is like a third time this happened to me.
Well, I got a question for y'all.
Yeah. What's the question?
Now,
hold on. Let me come back in, because I'm not connected to the internet. I don't think if people could hear me. Hear us. I don't think people can hear us. They can't hear us. So I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna come back in the next room.
Black supremacy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Black supremacy.
I love myself, man. Peace, reflection.
Yeah, I just had one question I want to ask.
Yeah.
And that's now you said that. Now you acknowledge you being God, and I know that's within reason, because we have manifested ourselves in this particular form that we live in right now, and we're not going to, through God consciousness, we're not going to turn ourselves into an elephant. So we do have a realm of which we can create on this plane. There are certain constructs that come with being a physical being. But now you have said in the video that you wish you was bisexual. Now, my question is, why would a God have to wish that they're anything? You can be whatever it is that you desire to be. Why would you have to wish?
I was speaking, and like I said, I failed to communicate myself correctly in that moment. What I was saying is, I used to feel like that. I used to feel like that. But in that moment, I really was trying to destroy myself to the black community, to just like make them completely not accept me at all ever again.
Okay.
That was my goal. My goal was to get banned from the black community completely, just to show them it wouldn't matter whatever I am, that my truth is so powerful that it wouldn't fucking matter. You're still gonna fucking have my name in your mouth regardless. My objective in that interview was to completely be not accepted by the black community ever again.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I said things, but I used to want to be bisexual. I used to, because when I was like stripping for men, it would have made me more money if I could have sex with men and be turned on by a man. It would have made me more money. It would have got me more opportunities. I would have made it, when I was in my lower self, it would have made more opportunities for me if I was bisexual. So that's why I said I prefer to be bisexual back in the day. But it didn't matter to me to them. I don't care about what these people think about me. You see my wife?
Now, this is the next thing, though. Now, I can't say that it's natural to be bisexual, right? Because I'm naturally not that. So how can I step outside of my body and conceptualize something to be natural for someone else if I can't achieve it? If you can force yourself to be bisexual, how can you stand on the premise that that is natural? If you couldn't do it, if you're not that, how could?
Yeah, right. That this subjective, which means your personal preference, and then there's objective, which means what is. Because our preferences can be different than what is. Our personal sexual orientation can be different than two male lions humping on each other. Two male lions having sex in nature, right? How do you explain this? We see this all throughout nature. How do you explain these homosexual acts throughout nature? Like, how do you explain them then? Please help me. Because I want to understand it objectively. Now, what I've done is I've understood why homosexuality exists in the humans. I understand it. I've taken the time and tried to understand why it exists and to explain to people so that we can bring an understanding, so we can stop bashing them and understand it.
But how could you understand if you're not a homosexual?
Because I've been exposed. I've been exposed to that world.
Right,
So
but it's a difference between
understanding. You understand what I'm saying?
right, but it's a difference between homosexual acts and being a homosexual. That's two different things.
Well, that's what I'm saying to you. If I tried to be homosexual and I couldn't, wouldn't that mean that sexuality is something that is like it's an orientation?
That's almost proof that it is unnatural if you couldn't make yourself do it. It was not natural for you.
Right. What I'm saying, but it is natural to somebody else is what I'm saying.
How can you prove that without being somebody else and experiencing it being as natural for you?
Well, that's called empathy. It's something called empathy, right? Empathy is the ability to feel other people's feelings, to understand other people's point of view and their perspective. That's called compassion. When you have a compassion and you are empathetic, you can feel other people from their energy, from what they're trying to say. You can feel their heart and understand them. I've had gay friends or homosexual friends, and I've sat and talked to them and understood their minds. I understood their struggles. I understood what was going on because I was in that world. So I definitely understand it's not a choice. From what subjective knowledge that I have collected on my journey, I have realized that it's not a choice. And then on top of that, scientifically, I can prove that there's a gay gene. It's called a male-loving gene. It's already been proven. That's something that's out there. We're in the information age. It's called a male-loving gene. It's biological. We can prove that.
Right, but even though we have a lot of genes, it depends. It's environment, nature versus nurture of what gene is activated. So even if there was such a thing as a gay gene, it doesn't determine whether an individual is going to be homosexual or not. Their consciousness still has interface with their genetics in order to determine what actually happens in their life.
Right. Here's what I want to say before I go any further. Anybody in the room that's being disrespectful in any kind of way, if I even see anything more disrespectful on my page, I'm blocking you. Why I'm going to say that is because I just want to keep a clean environment. That's all. So to respond to what you said, right, is and you're right. It has a lot to do with one's reality and here's how I look at life, right? I look at life like this. I look at it as everybody is me. Literally. Like you are me, Noble. You are me in a parallel universe of myself simultaneously. Like, so I'm viewing life from this observation, but simultaneously I'm you as well. You're a parallel universe of me, and everything is me. There is no separation. I am everything, right? So when I see myself through the eyes of a homosexual and I observe and ask myself, why is this way? Instead of just saying like, yo, fuck that, get that shit out of here. That's not my personal preference. That's unnatural. And I say, okay, number one. Now, what we say is natural, either, all right, what we say is natural is something that occurs in nature. It occurs in nature. So when we say the word natural, we're saying that it doesn't occur in nature. Now, there's documented files all over the internet of animals having homosexual acts in nature. So that would mean that besides human beings, from the sea, inside the ocean, we have observed in nature that there are homosexual acts. And when we look at what's closest to humanity, we're talking about the ape. When we look at the ape, the bonobo ape has bisexual acts and is very homosexual acts. So when we look at this behavior in nature, what is it not natural about this act when it's in nature? This is my question to all the intellectuals. This is my question to you. How is it not natural if it's in nature?
There's a lot of stuff in nature that is not necessarily natural for us.
Like what?
Like nightshade. How and why those acts may exist is questionable. And also, then the question is asked as to...
Wait, hello?
Versus homosexual, because the
Okay,
acts
are you there?
exist.
Hello?
Doesn't mean there's no there's no homosexual lion that exists. There might be homosexual acts, but there's not a homosexual lion in nature.
I just missed everything you said, bro, and I want to respond, but the signal went out.
Yeah, you got it. You back?
Yeah, I'm back now. So go ahead. Damn, every time we start talking, we start talking, something happens to get in between what we're talking about. Hey,
yes, sir.
I just want to say before you finish what you were saying, I appreciate you coming to build with me about this intellectually without the emotions. And so, like, that's one thing I liked about being your friend is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, we could talk intellectually without the emotions. You know what I'm saying? And even if we agree to disagree, we was able to get something across and something established. And I think that's why we both are where we at today.
I guess the first point is there are some things in nature that are unnatural for human beings. There are poisons in nature, poisonous plants. There are certain things that animals can eat and consume that humans cannot do. So even if homosexuality was found in nature, it does not validate it as a natural human behavior.
Wait, that doesn't. No. I'm not talking about things that are poisonous, and that's not relevant to what I'm saying to you, right? Can you bring me that Bluetooth? That is not relevant to things I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm saying, how do you explain homosexuality in nature? How do you explain it is what I'm saying to you.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons why you may see homosexual, but is a difference between a homosexual act and it being a homosexual. Okay. There are no homosexual lions.
I agree with that.
There are no homosexual animals.
I agree with that. And I don't think that humans are homosexuals. I think humans have homosexual acts, yet they are not homosexuals, just like in nature. I think that society has created and perpetuated situations that have pushed us into these facets. I think that that's man-made. Homosexuality in the sense of a man being with a man and raising a family and all that, that's societal. I don't think that that's natural, but I think that the act is natural. The act is natural, and it's something that comes into all of nature and all of the species, most of the species, right, and especially mammals, and it can be proven. And people are very immature about sexuality as it is. Do I agree that in a balanced society, homosexuality is something that's natural? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So can I ask you a question? Is suicide natural? Is suicide natural?
No, it's not. That's societal. It's not natural. It's societal. Suicide is societal.
Does suicide occur in nature?
Yes, it does. It does. Suicide occurs in nature when the parasite overrides the mind of an ant and it commits suicide.
So wouldn't that make it natural?
It's natural in the sense that if we eat the wrong food and we live the wrong way, that we can get parasites that control our minds to make us do things. Yes, it is.
Right now, I'm not saying I agree that suicide is natural. So that's not my argument. But what I'm saying is that it's not natural for you though. It's not natural for you though, is it?
Absolutely not.
Suicide is so everything that you find in nature is not natural for humans, or there's not something that is natural for everybody.
I never said
there's no one thing that's so a homosexual act is not natural for everybody.
I never said it was. All I said was because it's in nature, it's a part of nature, is what I'm saying. I'm saying that if it's a part of nature, then why are we so surprised when it comes into humanity, which is a part of nature? All I'm saying is that it's natural because it's in nature. So when it comes into humanity, that we should not look at it as something unnatural. Because it's
you know what makes it so surprising? When you know that they are propagating homosexuality, that are certain political and social groups that's effeminizing the black man and promoting through hip hop and music and Hollywood, they're promoting homosexuality. That's what makes it so surprising.
Okay, so I don't feel like
that it's not naturally occurring.
I don't feel like people are promoting homosexuality. I feel like people listen, this is what I'm saying about it. I feel like less than homosexuality is just making men docile. I don't think that they're promoting homosexuality more than they're trying to defeminize men. It's so that they can have a society of docile men that's not going to resist their will. I don't think.
But one leads to the other.
You're right.
If they lock you up, in jail, they said, a lot of black men are gay, but if in a huge proportion. But if they lock you up in jail and take your woman away from you and have you nothing but around men, and you have sexual urges, aren't they socially engineering homosexuality within the black man through the prison industrial complex?
Absolutely, but I don't think that that's the goal. The goal is literally to get you out of society, to be the resistance of society. Now, that happens as a result when you take these males and you put them together. Of course, that happens as a result, and that's natural. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to be the nature of a man if you put a whole bunch of men together. They're going to dominate each other. But what I'm saying is I don't think that they're doing it for that reason alone. I think they're doing it to keep the environment docile and weak so there's no resistance to what you would call white supremacy.
Right. So that's the thing. That's the thing that I see with homosexuality is that is by the result of us living in an artificial world where they're socially engineering docility that is making men unnaturally homosexual because they never would be that. They never would be in those acts if this artificial environment was not created. Like a GMO apple.
Artificial environment. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
Like a genetically modified fruit, it's still natural. It's an organic biological entity, but it's been produced in an artificial environment, an artificial setting. And that's what we have become in a society. A lot of these homosexuals have been artificially engineered socially and through their food and through how society has been set up to make the black man docile.
Right. And I want to say that there is an engineering of a certain homosexual, but then again, homosexuals are something that it's just like the engineering of the black man, right? Or the Negro. You got all kind of Negroes, but you could engineer a kind of Negro. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make that black people are not natural, but you got white black people. You see what I'm saying? But you can engineer you a melanated being, but that doesn't mean that being melanated is unnatural. So homosexuals being engineered doesn't mean that homosexuality isn't natural. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Right. You're making a very good point. The issue with that is that if we resist to the unnatural and artificial creating of homosexuality, it's going to appear as though we're resisting to the natural occurrence of homosexuality because it's been mass propagated. It's like overly produced in society.
So is white supremacy. As far as black people want to be white, so is all of nature. They've taken nature and modified it to their standards and what they wanted it to do. What I'm saying is you can't just say that they created homosexuality. That's like you saying that they created being melanated. They created melanin. They didn't create melanin. They controlled it. They didn't create homosexuality. They're controlling it. They're controlling it is what I'm saying. It's a part of nature, and it's some homosexuality. I'm going to tell you what the reason of homosexuality is, right? Because there's a reason for everything. Things don't happen for no reason. The reason why a male or a female would be homosexual is due to the fact that there's an imbalance between the masculine and feminine aspect, meaning that men are disrespecting the feminine aspect and males and females are disrespecting the masculine aspect. Anytime that you have these kind of situations biologically through epigenetics, it has been proven that a bisexual male or female can come along that can see through the eyes of the male and female for the survival of humanity. For the survival of humanity, the male or the female will be bisexual, but not with sexuality more than a personality that can see through the eyes of the male and the female, and as a side product, because they could see through the eyes of the male and the female to create remedies between the sexes. They have all kind of good ideas. They make up they have high IQs. because they are gifted to bring balance between the masses. That's why they're called gatekeepers. That is the divine reason, or the natural reason for the homosexuality, is for bonding reasons and for survival reasons. It's a survival tactic from nature, but it's been used like everything else, food, people, I don't care what it is, by white supremacy. It has been used as a weapon. Whether marijuana is natural. Now marijuana is being used as a weapon. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to understand the reason of homosexuality naturally and spiritually before we just ban it. And just like, it's just like saying, you know, weed is bad. Marijuana is not bad. The marijuana that we're smoking is bad. The black people are not bad. The black people that we're encountered with and what we turned into is bad. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
That's my point about it.
You're making a very good point. We're going through genocide, and we want to mass produce because we got Planned Parenthood. We got a lot of abortion happening. Do you think that the heterosexuals will come together and resist the homosexual agenda of those people that are in power to mass produce the message?
I hope
because
that they start with the food before they start with the sexuality. Because one thing is, if you're not homosexual, you ain't got to worry about that. But what you do have to worry about is them putting stuff in your food, because you do have to have sex with food. You do have to eat. I think before sexuality, we need to learn about what they're doing with the food, which is natural at one point. And look at what they're doing with your food. Look at what they're doing with your education. Look at what they're doing with your children. Look at what I think sexuality is on the bottom of the list of us, what we need to pay attention to, especially if it's not affecting us directly as far as our personal preferences. If you're not homosexual, it's like if you're not black, then you ain't got to worry about certain things that black people got to worry about. I understand what you're saying. Are they gonna take the food that we have, right, that we feed to our children, or we feed to pregnant women, which alters the genes to make a male more feminine? That comes from smoking weed. That's why we out here talking about this. Do I feel that we should bash homosexual people? I think that's the last thing we should bash. I think we should bash the people that have designed and took homosexuality as they took plants, they took people. I think that we should look at those people and what they're doing to something that is natural. Now, the homosexual spirit should not be bashed. It should be looked upon as a sign from the universe that we are out of harmony with the masculine and feminine aspect. And it should not be bashed. It should be educated upon and understood. And we don't understand it. That's why we bash it. And we fear what we don't understand. And that's my point on that.
What do they fear most? The straight male or the homosexual male in society?
Oh,
Black man.
The straight male, because the straight male will resist. But the straight male today, whether he's homosexual or not, his food is making him skinny. His food is not making him form as a man, and his brain to form as a man as it should. So it doesn't matter if he's homosexual or not. The food is making his body feminized. So he might not have a sexual orientation for a woman, but he's skinny as hell and is frail as hell because he's eating the food that they producing out here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying to you? So
yeah.
my thing is and saying all this stuff about homosexuality is to bring the light of the natural reason for things rather than bashing them. We don't understand homosexuality at all. We have a problem with it. We don't understand why it comes. It's just like cancer. We can bash cancer, right? Cancer is bad. Fuck cancer, right? But it's not cancer. Cancer is a result of something that we're doing. Cancer is to show us something that we're doing is wrong. So we can say fuck cancer all we want, or cancer sucks all we want, or we can make a life change. We can start respecting our females. We can start respecting the masculine aspect, the feminine aspect. So we won't need homosexuality in our communities. The spirit only comes when we're out of sync with masculine and feminine energy. Point blank, period.
Right. So I agree with you, too, on not bashing them. But I think at the same time, they should not feel bashed if heterosexuals put up some resistance against the homosexual agenda that is being massively propagated by society.
Absolutely.
They shouldn't feel bad.
I think that should be looked at and be like, no, you are feminizing men. You are masculating females. And here's another thing that bothers me. we don't care about two females being together, but we're always talking about men. But and this is how it goes into preference. See, we don't like the idea of two men to be together, but we love two females to be together. And that's just prejudice. And that's what we have to stop. That's the same thing that we're saying that white supremacy is doing to us. We're doing it now to them. Now, if somebody happens to be homosexual, then we have to look at them like, yo, they are life too. They have life too. And every homosexual person doesn't want you. And you know what I'm saying? I think homosexual people want people that are more on their sexual orientation. I think we should leave people alone and live and let live and mind our business. You can start your own community, right? As a man, you have your own family, which starts your own community. I think you should use your family, get away from the system, forget trying to change that system, get away from the system, start your own community with your own family, as I am doing, where we don't need homosexuality because we're in balance with the masculine and feminine aspect. There's no babies that need to come through into a epigenetically, there's no babies that need to genetically modify to bring balances between the sexes. That's what homosexuality is. And that's what I'm trying to educate the world about. I'm not trying to promote homosexuality. I'm only defending the nature of it, the true nature of it, and telling people that what is the meaning of it and educating people about that. I personally, my preference, my orientation, me personally, I'm heterosexual. I don't like men like that. That's just my thing. But I also understand it, and the universe put me through situations and educated me in a way for this moment to educate people to understand the true nature of things so that we don't bash people and we bash the system, the system that takes anything natural and perpetuate death.
I agree. I totally agree.
Weaponize it. Yeah.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
That's a fact.
Another question though. Now, this is on a different subject. We know that the white man gave us a white Christ and a white Jesus in their Bible.
That's a fact.
They forced us to accept, and they colonialized the world with white Jesus from India to Africa and even to the Native Americans.
Modified our religion, exactly. They do. That's what
now you have created a Christ movement, but I see a lot of white Christs popping up on Instagram. A white person saying they the Christ. I don't see nothing new about that. I see we still ending up with a white Christ at the end of the day.
The Christ is,
I don't see that working for us.
I feel what you're saying. But the Christ is bigger than one person. The Christ is a consciousness. You know that. The Christ is a consciousness that you come up to understand that I am. I am. The Christ is a consciousness. Jesus, the Christ. Now, who the hell Jesus was? They made Jesus white and made him one man, and he was the Christ, and that was the only Christ. That's not what the Christos is. We already exposed that. We know that the Christ is a consciousness, a level of mental plane that we vibrate to when we understand that we are everything and everything is us. That's the true ego. That's right. The true ego. That is our birthright to understand that we are it and it is us. Everything is us. And that's what we teach here. It doesn't matter what color you are light. You are light. You are consciousness. No matter what.
Right.
No matter what form of melanin you are, no matter what form, high doses of melanin, low doses of melanin, if you're living and breathing, you are light. And that means that you are either a mutation of the original, and we're all mutations. Let me say that. Me and you ain't the originals. We're all mutants. But we have more melanin. But with that being said, all white people, that don't mean that they devils. That don't mean that they devils, because the devil comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms. And if we only make the white man the devil, then who did the white man come from? That's the question. The question is, where did the white man come from? Did the white man, if we are the original people and everything else is a mutation of us, then where did the white man come from? Did he come from us? Some people say he came from a monkey. But are we not everything and everything is us as gods? Are we not? Is this white man not a reflection of us in some kind of sort of way, or is there a separation? That's the question I ask.
If I see a snake in the garden, I don't care where it came from. I just want to protect my children from getting bit by that snake.
Right.
I'll think about where it came from later.
But that's another thing.
I'll find out if it's a reflection of me later.
Right. So I'm asking.
But I got to deal with the snake as a snake.
We fear what we don't understand. Now let me tell you something about snakes. Snakes are some of the most sacred animals, period. But because how we've been programmed to think, you think that a snake is dangerous, when a snake is one of the most loving animals in the kingdom of the animal kingdom. It is not something to be afraid of. We only afraid of what society has shaped our minds to be afraid of. Once we become educated, knowledge is power, we realize there's no enemy but inside of us. There's only.
But if you see a cobra, you're gonna move your children and your wives out the way.
Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that we're afraid of it.
That's what this European is, a snake.
We're afraid of it. That means that we respect its space.
I'm not saying be afraid, but understand him for what he is. It doesn't matter whether he came from us or not. What matters is what is he trying to do right now? What is the masses of them doing right now trying to do to us?
I've been in nature for 3 years, and I know you've been in nature. I know you've seen snakes. When you see a snake is trying to get the fuck away from you. That's one thing that's real. A snake is not trying to bother you. It don't go to you. A snake, everything in nature that we say is dangerous, this is one thing I learned real quick in nature, is that shit go away from you. That shit don't be trying to come to you. You live in the woods like me. You live in the jungle. So at the end of the day, you know what the creatures in nature do. They get the fuck away from you.
Some things are coming for you, like fire ants, mosquitoes. They coming for you.
Mosquitoes is coming for you, but
they want you.
Ants. Fire ants is just trying
ants.
Everything in nature is about space. Everything in nature is about space, creating their own space. They're not coming for you more than they're trying to get their space. They're trying to create space. That's it. No one.
And that's why I see the European trying to take over all space. That's why he tell you don't have a right to be here. He owns this land, and this is no trespassing, and this is that, because he wants to regulate all space like that fire ant. So I think we're at war with nature on some level, and we're at war with the nature of the European. But I want to get back to my point with the white Christ Jesus thing. Now, Jesus Christ said he came to none other but the tribe of Judah, and that the so-called black people are the elect or the chosen people of God. So he's putting every other tribe in this place under the elect according to the scriptures, according to the Bible. Is your movement doing that? Is your movement putting these Europeans, Edomites, whatever you want to call them, according to the scriptures, is it putting them in their place, or are you erecting them in some position? Are you building up the false ego that they've always had anyway about them being the Christ and them being white supremacy?
All right.
Are you humbling them to the elect tribe of God according to the scriptures, the Torah?
Here's what it is.
Because Judah's supposed to rule. Judah's supposed to be the ruling tribe according to the Bible.
All right. So the Bible is truth in it, and there's lies. You understand? It's political.
How convenient. How convenient. Go ahead.
How convenient, right? I just try to take from the Bible. I just try to take proverbs, wise sayings. I don't get into the politics of the Bible. I never did. I try to take the politics out the Bible and just read the proverbs and the wise sayings. I use the book like you would use Buddhism. I use it. I like a lot of things that Jesus was saying. Like you said, Jesus came for certain people, right?
According to the scriptures.
Right. But he also said that he came to fulfill the law of Moses. He did not come to do away with the law, but to come fulfill the law. He also stated, this. If someone smacks you on one cheek, he said, give them the other to smack on also. He said, if you cannot love your enemy, then you're no better than a tax collector. This is what Jesus said. He also healed people that were not his people. There's a lady that came to him, was a Canaanite, that came to him, and she knew that he was not the people, but he still healed her because of her faith. The only reason why Jesus didn't come or heal the other people, because the other people could not receive him as or believe. The other people, this is a clear indicator why Jesus said, I only came for certain people, because he knew that the other people would never believe in him to be the Messiah or the King of the Jews as he said he was. So he was not for those people. He was for the poor. He was for the poor, to give them hope. So Jesus said he came for his people in the meaning that he was insinuating or assuming that these other people would not accept him. They wouldn't accept him, and he knew that. But this one lady did come to him, and he said, I did not come for you. I did not come for your people. And she said, I know, but I know who you are. And through her faith of knowing who he was, even though she wasn't from the people that he came for, he healed the lady in the Bible.
Right.
And so what the story of the Christ to me, not Jesus so much, but Jesus becoming the Christos, is to love one another, is to do unto others as you have them to do unto you, because they are you, no matter what shape, size, or form. Am I telling you to befriend all your enemies? Absolutely not. I'm telling you that your enemy comes in black and all shades of brown. All shades of brown. Your enemy comes in all shades of brown. And if you limit yourself to only thinking that white people are your enemy, then brother, you got a hard time coming. Because
But let me ask you this.
Yes.
What is the predominant shade of the enemy of this planet that has destroyed this planet?
Black.
I would disagree with you on that.
Okay, well, you got to understand, before you disagree, you got to ask why.
Why?
Because we are the original people, and we sold out. We always sell out. To this day, we sell out. Ain't nothing holding us back but us. You see, we like to create, and I'm not screaming at you. I'm just getting a little passionate. I don't want you to think I'm screaming at you, brother.
I understand.
We like to point the finger at white supremacy and not point the finger at black supremacy and black inferiority. See, the thing is, we have the power, the money, the resources to get off our ass right now, but we won't. Why? Tell me why we won't. We got the education, we got all this knowledge out here, but we won't. Why? Because we love our lower self. We love indulging in that shit. That's why. It don't matter. We are the reason why we
I agree.
Listen, all I'm going to say is this. We are the reason why we are in our boat. No one else can stop this but us. Matter of fact, we created the white man. We literally created these situations. Matter of fact, if we wanted to right now, we could shut down the whole white supremacy right now. We can shut it down right now because we are the most valuable thing in their society. But we choose to wear the Jordans. We choose to put our kids in them schools. We choose to beg massa for our own banks and our own money and our own. Instead of us leaving and coming out of her, we want to be like her. We have our own decision. And as long as we point the finger, we will always miss the point. There is no outer enemy. The only enemy is the enemy. The enemy is the enemy. And as soon as we get to understand that, we're going to stand up and we're going to rise. When we understand we have our own power and through our own eyes, we can change our whole reality. We keep thinking that there's somebody after us or somebody. No, there is an obstacle. But obstacles are made for us to overcome, get around, go under, get over. And all of these obstacles is not set by white people alone. Because way before there was a white man, there was an evil black man. Way before there was an evil white man, there was an evil black man. Don't think that evil came from white man only. We created everything. We thought everything into existence. We created the Chinese man. We created all of these people. These people are genetically modified versions of us, externally showing us our lower self. So at the end of the day, because we created them, we can destroy them. And we can destroy them just by ignoring them and not being a part of what they are. And that's what me and you stand for. We stand for saying, fuck the system. The system is not a color. It is a spirit. The system is not a color. It is a spirit. It is an evil spirit, a spirit that wants to live against life, wants to modify what is. And yes, it's predominantly been useful through the body of the white man. But let me tell you something now. White people are going out of style. And they know it. The universe know it. They ain't going to be able to survive. So now the spirit has to hide in the black bodies. Now these black bodies are the Europeans. Now these new Negropeans are the new white people. So you got to see this for what it is. These new black people out here are ignorant. So you're not fighting the white enemy no more. You're fighting the all color, all shape, all size, evil entity that could take shape and form. The devil is not that fucking weak. It ain't weak to just put itself in only the white man. Come on. The devil ain't that weak.
But I am fighting the love of the white man and his world and his system, Babylon, in my people. Because when we get rid of the love of his system, his world, his way, predominantly, then we'll be making our exodus back into our true divine state.
Why not call it the lower self? Why not call it? Why it got to be the white man? You confuse people because you want to make them think and create in their reality. It's white people, and meanwhile, black people the one that's stealing from them. Black people are killing black people at an all-time high. We talk about white people. Oh, white man killed us in the street. Black man killing black men, and that's cool. That's part of our culture.
Because the white man artificially engineered a situation called the project.
No.
He engineered something,
we did this
and he continues to gentrify, and he continues to lock us in these grids where we resort to the negative behavior that we do in our community. But he's still responsible. And it's our love of his world that keeps us in it and makes us not destroy him and his reality. It's our love of him. Because when you go to a black person and say, well, this is why it is, he loved the white man. He loved his money. He loved his society. He loved his white Jesus, his white Christ. He loved his white cocaine. He loved his white sugar. He loved his white rice.
White person.
You said what?
Can a white person hate the white devil?
Yes, they can. But that doesn't change their nature.
You better know, if
that don't change their nature.
Person, you better best believe that this white person hate white people, whatever you want to call it. They hate the lower self more than they hate anything else in life. Man, I ain't gonna never be around no devil. I ain't never gonna be around no devil. I'm gonna tell you this. If you see me around, it's funny because we didn't know about white and black until they showed us that shit. I think that that's engineered. I think a part of me think that white and black thing, that's engineered. Because we didn't know nothing about white and black until somebody told us about this shit. You mean they gonna tell us about that but not tell us about real history? They told us about slavery but didn't tell us about real history. I find something very, very wrong with that. I think that that's very wrong that they would tell us about they would hide all our history from us, all of Egypt out of our history books, but they would show us roots in school. Come on, you don't think that was engineered? I think that that's engineered.
Right, but I make this argument all the time, is that even if they didn't tell us about slavery, the way that we're treated in this society is obvious. Get rid of slavery and get rid of how we're being racially profiled and how we're being treated today.
I'm asking you this. Whose society are we
right here in America, the United States.
Well, why are we trying to stay there?
Even you trying to leave, you need a passport and you need documentation from them to leave.
What that got to do? Once I give them their passport, I'll pass the ports and I'm on my goddamn business.
And when you get in other countries and you start to really be radical and you start really showing up on their radar, they gonna come for you over there. That's what the CIA is for.
That's why we gotta lay low like you doing. We laying low. Black people need to be like me and you.
But that's because you know who your enemy is. You know who your enemy is.
Is enemy. It's my enemy. Listen, all my problems came from me. Everybody's problems in their life come from them. And most of your problems, they don't got a certain person. Okay, you got certain people in your life that will show up that will show you your problems within yourself. But all of your issues in life are your problems. And the people in your life play as catalysts to show you or invoke those problems within you to work on these problems within yourself. Now, I feel what you're saying. I do feel what you're saying because it is inevitably remarkable. The evidence is remarkable that everything that the European touches as destroyed. I will not go against that, brother. I can't because I wouldn't be intelligent not to be able to look around and say, damn, who created sneakers? Who created flip-flops? Anything that insulates us from what we are. Who created that shit? They created everything. You're right. The people with the less melanin, and even less melanated people have to agree that the mutants of humanity have created all the destructive things that we love to do, right? We will agree. What I want to say is this. Who created them? Because whoever created the white man created all that the white man created. Hello.
And if that person is dead, they don't even matter. It's what you got to deal with right now.
No, I'm not talking about that person. I'm saying that they have mutated from us. We know that through science, that white people, Chinese people, Indian, whatever you want to call other people, all these different facets of humanity have mutated from an original human. We know that because of recessive and dominant genes. That means if you sleep with a Chinese woman, that baby coming out black. You sleep with a white woman, that baby coming out melanated. You're gonna heal the genes. Anything you touch, you're gonna turn it black. No matter what other race it is, you're gonna turn it black. That's how we know it came from us and it mutated from us, because when you sleep with a mutant, just like in nature, an albino turtle will not sleep with another albino turtle. It will never do that. An albino turtle will always find the archetype to mate with. And the archetype is not going to cast them out. They're going to mate with them because the offspring is going to be melanated again. So my problem is we don't really have a problem with them, so to speak, because the only problem they have with us is procreating. That's it. Procreating.
But this is the only point that I'm making. Honor your mother and father, so that your days will be long upon the earth land.
That's the son of
So if the black man is the maker and owner of the planet, then we're the mother and father of civilization. So then they need to honor their mother and father, so that their days will be long upon earth land. So then they need to be humbled. None of them is the Christ. They need to humble themselves to the elect people of God, the chosen people of God,
Let me ask you
the
this.
living manifestation of God.
Let me ask you this. The Christ is not what you, I'm not talking, when I say the Christ, I'm not talking about Jesus Christ on the wall, the white man. I'm not talking about that Christ. Please understand my context. Okay? The Christ I'm talking about is not white Jesus. Please, can I get that out your head? That's not the Christ I'm talking about. The Christ I'm talking about is a spiritual plane of existence, a mental plane of existence one comes to when they realize they are everything and everything is them. Everything is connected and we're all one. Once you realize that and you live your life as so, you become a true divine Christian. You become a follower of the Christos, the Christ, the true Christ, not the Jesus Christ on the white Jesus Christ. We don't believe in that shit. We believe that the Christ is a consciousness you come to when you realize I am God. I am God. I'm everything. I am everything. That's what we're
Hasn't the white man already said he God and he everything, which is why he tries to rule and control over everything? Is that a new thought for a white man?
That is a new thought for a white man, because the white man can't say he's everything and then treat somebody else bad. That's not supremacy. See, the word supreme means to be godly, to be godly. You cannot be against nature and be supreme. So there's no such thing as white supremacy anyway, because, and if KRS-One said this, let me credit him. White supremacy is love. White, any kind of supremacy is love. Black supremacy is complete empathy and compassion. You understand what I'm saying to you? So we can't say that they are being supreme or white supremacists, because they're not supreme, because they treat other people bad. And if you treat other people bad, you cannot know that you are everything. You're not in a God state. If you treat black people bad or treat them less than you, then you're not in a God state. So no matter what they might portray to be within their world, in nature, they are the lowest self, and it don't matter what color you are. If you think that you're better or more superior than someone else as far as value, as far as life value, not as far as vibration and differences. Like black men, we obviously run faster, we jump faster, we jump higher. You know what I'm saying? These are things that we statistically can measure because of melanin. But what I'm saying is we're equal in value. Like a man is not a woman. A man is not the same as a woman, but they're equal in value. Everybody is here for a divine reason, whether that is to show us what not to do or what to do. I will tell you this. All of our ideologies of the lower self has come through the European. And the European ain't nothing but a black man that lost his pigment. I'm telling you, lost his hair through surviving the ice age, lost all his pigment, lost the fucking eye color, lost the hair color. Nigga done lost everything. It's a black man. And all I'm saying is through that savage mentality that he had to have in the Ice Age has came down with diseases and mentalities that are in the lower self of any human. Any human. And we have taken on that way. And that's true. That is true. But I will say this. A lot of white people are good ass people, bro. They good people, bro. A lot of black people ain't so good. If you haven't seen the hate on me by black people, that should let you know that that's evil. And you could say that came from a white man, or you could say that came from a white man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you could say, listen, man, that's just a nigga just ignorant. They just ignorant. Motherfucker ain't educated. Because there ain't no white people hating me. It's only black people hating me. But you could say the hate that black people have for me is because of the systematic construction that the European made, right? And I will tell you yes and no. Because this is how it went. First of all, black people were already in America. The indigenous people of America were black people. When the white man arrived to Americas, he came with his ways. And he came killing to try to get land and resources. Then they made a treaty. Black people and white people made a treaty. The black Indians, the so-called Indians, which were melanated people, made treaties with the white man and said, okay, you have this place and we have this place over here, right? Now, we had our own way of living. We were in tune with nature. We had our own spiritualities and everything. The white man brought with him, on his side, he brought niggas from Africa. Niggas. He brought niggas from Africa. It was already black people there. The treaty said, y'all got, it's the Declaration of Independence or the Thanksgiving fucking treaty, whatever. The Thanksgiving treaty between the Pilgrims and the Pilgrims was black people and the fucking, Indians were black people and the Pilgrims were white people, right? They came in. The white people came in with African slaves off the boats. But there was already black people there. Those Indians were black people. Those black people had their own way of living and with the land. Just go watch Pocahontas. Pocahontas will tell you how those black people was already living on that land. They was already living in the United States, what they call the United States today. They always living in that land, and they was one with nature. And when a white man came in and they signed that treaty, and it did a Thanksgiving, they celebrated, woo, woo, woo. Now, here's what happened. White man become friend with Indian. Pilgrim come friend with Indian. Pilgrim have pilgrim ways. Indian have Indian ways. Pilgrim and Indian ways integrate over time. A pilgrim girl look at an Indian man. An Indian man, because they live so close together, that they start to take on each other's ways. So we took on their ways, not by force, but just by being in close proximity through the treaties. Motherfuckers start talking to each other and they living together. One is over there. You can try to ignore them all you want. You start to take on the white man way. The white man start taking on the pilgrim way. Before you knew it, they entered.
And we love that white woman, too.
Yeah.
We love that white woman,
that
too.
White woman.
She played a major role in it, man.
Right. And so, then they love that black man. And so, so you got it both ways. And so, when you see it today, it's happening today, right? You got countries like Africa, where you have Christian missionaries that go to Africa, right? And they colonize Africa, right? With Christianity and Islam. And they give these Africans these Christianity and Islam. It's like they took on their ways. And now every African home in Africa got goddamn Jesus in it. White Jesus. And it wasn't by force, but it was us selling out our own ways of living. We could have said, nah, stay separated, segregated. Fuck that. No, we didn't. We let the white man come in and maneuver his way into, guess what? We sold our own land away. No one came and took all this shit. This shit was sold by us because we seen the ways of them and we were tempted by our lower self and we took the fucking bait. And that's what the fuck this is, okay? We do it today. We do it today. We sell each other out all the time, all right? We're poor. We see what the white man got. We see him riding around this nice little car, and the motherfucker give us some money, and we sell our music. We sell our fucking soul just to get what the white man got. And that's exactly what we did. And that's the reason why he plagues and rules everything, is because we sold our soul. We sold the land. We sold everything just for a piece of his pie. And before you know it, he took over. Because we let him in. Noble, we let him in, Noble. We sold our own soul, Noble. That's what happened, man. And it's happening to the day. To the day. To the day. We sell our own people out. We don't care. Yo, when Gaddafi said, you know what? All the money gonna be gold now. African leaders murked that nigga out for the European countries. The European didn't come down there and murk Gaddafi. These African leaders murked this nigga out.
Obama went and killed him.
Exactly.
Obama went and killed him, man.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying now? You got this. We are the ones that sell out to white men just like the devil, right? The devil make you an offer. It's you that take. You ever see that movie, The Devil's Advocate, with Al Pacino?
Yeah.
You watch that. If anybody watch that movie, the devil say like this: listen, I set the stage. You took the bait. The devil will tempt you. We decided to say fuck all our Indian cultures, and now we want it back. We already sold our soul. We sold the land in South Africa. Now South Africa want the land back. You understand what I'm saying to you?
If we destroy the who will be left there to tempt? Who can he tempt if he's destroyed?
You can't destroy the spirit within man. What I'm telling you is this. Only way you can destroy the spirit is that you have to destroy it in yourself. Because it lives in the hearts of all of us. Temptation lives in the hearts of all men. It does. Listen, the white man was just...
As so within, as so without, though. It's as so within, so without. So if you're destroying it within, you're going to simultaneously be destroying it without.
And that's where they're going to end up like...
So that's like God. He left Adam and Eve in the garden. Mm-hmm. That's like God leaving Adam and Eve in the garden for the snake to tempt Eve. If I was God, I would have destroyed that damn snake, so it could not tempt my pure and innocent children.
But God wasn't.
And I think in order for our children,
everything. God is everything. God was Adam, Eve, in the goddamn snake, in the tree. God is.
And He can disintegrate.
Right, but God is.
He can disintegrate the part of Him that's the snake.
Right, God.
He can disintegrate the part of Him that is the snake.
Right. What I'm saying is this: if people really did that, they would look like me and you, Noble. They would be away from the system. But people don't want to do that. You will never be able to destroy white supremacy, or what you would call white supremacy. We call it the lower self. You will never be able to destroy the lower self until you look into self. Because before a white man could come to tempt you, it was something in yourself that sold your people's culture away. They did this. And we're going to say, oh, we was taken and put it on boats. Nigga, we was here. We had our culture. We still got our culture. Nigga, and motherfuckers just... They threw their culture away and picked up that white man culture. That white man culture was cool as shit. And like, man, we want to go do what the white man doing, man. White man got cars and shit. We want to drive cars, man. We wasn't good with just our little horses. We wasn't good with none of that. Nah, we got to go and, get on the white man shit. You see what I'm saying? So here's what I'm saying to you right now. All I'm saying is the enemy is the enemy. It's within all of us. It's in the heart of all of us. And when black people individually, not as a group, individually decide to make a change, they're going to look like you and me, Noble. They're going to leave. They're going to be in that bush. They're going to leave. They're going to say, fuck the white man for real. Fuck his system, fuck his ways, and they're going to become more native to the land. When they do that, when they do that, then they'll make a change. But it ain't going to happen in a group, Noble. I'm telling you, it's going to happen through individuals. One by one will we change. And it starts with you and your family. Each person, each man and his family. It starts with each man and his family. That's it. You ain't gonna get a group of people unless you can find a group of people like your family. Just you and your family be the change. Now, if the whole world get destroyed and me and you survive, shit, we'll populate the earth. You feel what I'm saying?
But where the group comes in, that is when we're able to stand up for each other. Because I might be fine, but I'm not gonna be so comfortable in my little oasis that I'm not gonna stand up for my people and stand up for my race. And I think that's where the group comes in at. because he can't stop us if it's one touch off.
The group ain't gonna stand up for you either. The group ain't gonna do nothing but you see what black people do when that white man come. Shit, white black niggas out, nigga. Niggas is out, nigga.
It's not gonna stop.
Well, we know that you be the only person.
I'm still gonna stand up for what's right.
I'll tell you something. You know what even the most thugged out niggas in the hood say what? The only thing I'm fearing is the feds. Is the motherfucking feds.
Right.
The motherfucking cops. Only thing a black nigga fear more than anything is the cops, nigga. They scared of that judge and they scared of that cop. And so as long as that's embedded in our DNA and we don't leave, so we don't need no goddamn judge and no cop, we just need to leave. They giving you an out right now.
But let me ask you this though, Nature Boy. Mm-hmm. Do you think that Tucson and Louverture, Tucson was waiting on black people, every individual to wake up in order to fight against imperialism in Haiti? Are you really waiting on black people for you to stand up as a leader to deliver a crushing blow to white supremacy? Are you really waiting on every individual black person to wake up? Or do you feel like you have that leadership ability?
We're doing it right now, bro. As we speak, you and I, look, we already did it, bro. Look at us. We out here, man. We in the bush, man. I'm not in that country. I know you not there. We changed with us. That's all you could do.
Just starting Nat Turner, you teaching.
That's all we could do. All we could do. Now, if you say Nat Turner, okay, Nat Turner. Where's the world after Nat Turner at? Exactly, nigga. Fuck out of here. Nat Turner did his thing, right? And no disrespect. He had his tactics. Nat Turner did his thing, right? Now, where the world at after Nat Turner? It was ineffective. Ineffective.
It ain't unaffected. I think Nat Turner played a major role in the transition of slavery because they feared the Nat Turner factor, so they rushed to transform the slavery political situation in America.
No more is what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is that it evolved the type of slavery that we in. It's an evolved form of slavery because they feared Nat Turner, so now we're voluntarily slaves now because they know if we feel
Okay, go ahead.
If we feel like involuntary slaves, we might pull a Nat Turner. So now they got you feeling like you're a voluntary slave now in the society.
Right. I feel like
you think you're going along with it.
I feel like they don't care. Like they got an army strong enough to wipe us all out. Like if they wanted to. Now they're as powerful as just fucking their army and their military is so powerful that they'll just kill us if they wanted to. I don't think that we have.
You believe that?
No, facts. I don't think that we have. Matter of fact, I know that we don't have the weaponry to go against them hand-to-hand combat right now. Period.
Do you have the mental acuity or the mental ability to make them destroy themselves, though, with the weaponry that they got?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Because they already divided. Look at Trump.
I wouldn't do it.
Look at Trump. They already divided already.
I wouldn't do it.
They're already going against each other right now.
Right. What I'm saying to you is this.
So they already divided.
One thing about them that's different than us is that they know how to come together for some shit we don't. Like, save yourself, dude. Like, that's all I'm going to tell you right now. Save yourself. Don't fuck these people, man. It's the US.
Do you know how to come together?
The people I got is the people that...
Do you know how to come together?
The only people that I got is the people that's on the frequency that I'm on. That's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no people. You think you got a people, you just because they melanated? Shit. These people will have you fucked up out here. You better just fuck with your family. That's what you better do. You better just save you and your family.
I don't feel like I have a people. I feel like I have a stance against evil that has been perpetrated on our people.
Go ahead, Noble.
And that's where I'm at.
Go ahead, Noble. Go ahead, speak your thing. I'm with you. I'll be right there.
Yeah, I feel like I have a stance against evil. I'm not waiting on people to wake up or to unify or decide that they can see the evil. I mean, what if Harriet Tubman and she waited? What if they were individualists? I don't think we should look at it from an individualistic perspective. I think if you had the power to do right.
Peace reflections.
I'll be right there.
Chief he gonna be right back, y'all. But I know I got sparked with something that I had wanted to chime in and say, because a lot of people keep saying like, oh yeah, but if we leave, then that consciousness is still plaguing the world, like it's still everywhere we go. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that consciousness is a mindset, but this is the reason why we leave Babylon. This is why we leave the northern region, not to run from the mindset, because we had already got the mindset away from, like we vibrated out of that consciousness. We vibrated higher. The fact that we leave the northern regions is because it's not our natural environment, and that's what people got to understand. The darker you are, the closer you're supposed to be to the sun, because we are the sun. And when you connect back to the sun, you connect back to your mind, and you're able to download the universal codes that you need to be able to live out the Christ conscious. If you stay in regions that's farthest away from the sun, you're not gonna be able to get all of the light codes that you need to even vibrate and stay vibrating in the Christ conscious. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why we leave, not because we running or from the European mindset.
Yeah, we running to God.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We are running to God. We running to ourselves. You see what I'm saying? And
we trying to do better.
Yeah,
we chasing the bag. We securing our soul. It's a difference.
Yeah, it is a difference. A lot of people that say that they're conscious and even could tap into the consciousness that we into, but they still in Babylon and they got seminars and all that. That's just the people that just want to be false prophets, and they want to continue to vibrate in their lower self because they like the riches and the fame. They chasing the bag. They don't want to secure their soul. You know what I'm saying? That's what we on the mission to do. Yeah, I mean, and that's how everybody living. Everybody is living like they not gonna die, but that's what our lower self has perpetuated. You know what I'm saying? And this is, I love that my husband brought up the fact that there is no outer enemy, because there's truly no outer enemy. There is no outer enemy. You are your only enemy, and you can change before anybody else can make you change. You see what I'm saying? Or even give you a notion or give you knowledge yourself to promote your self change. You see what I'm saying?
We living proof that you ain't got no goddamn enemy, because you can leave, nigga.
And that's a fact.
We living proof you ain't got no enemy, because we left and we was in the same situation as you.
That's a fact. We was definitely in the same situation, and we left.
You know what it is? Our mere presence. You know why they hate us so much, baby? Because our mere presence lets them know they ain't got no fucking excuse.
Yeah.
To change.
And they want an excuse so they could stay there. That shit is wild.
You know why they hate us? They hate us because at the end of the day, we a clear indicator that it ain't no fucking excuse. Because if we did it, they